Today's topic is for any leader out there, and it comes from Jocko Willink and Leif Babin's book, Extreme Ownership. It's a great one. I encourage you to read it along with watching these videos. We're going to take a look at part one in the book, and it's all about winning the war within as a leader. It's all about sort of in the internal battle that you need to fight to win and get to the next level as a leader. Now, they talk about four principles, and I'm going to use my own words to explain them. The first one is actually one of their words, ownership or extreme ownership. And here's the principle. All responsibility for every failure rests with the leader. Now, if you read the book, you're going to see that they're talking about the battlefield and how hard it is to take responsibility as a leader when things go wrong, especially if people die out there on the field. But this is also true in business. You need to, if you're a leader, you need to take responsibility, especially for every failure. Avoid the urge to point fingers and blame other people when things are going wrong at work. Here's the second principle. I call it accountability. There are only two types of leaders, effective and ineffective. And that means you have to be accountable for your productivity. You have to be accountable as a leader. If you're going to take ownership for how things go, you have to be willing to be accountable and also to hold other people accountable for whether you're winning or not. Here's what it says in the book. When it comes to standards as a leader, it's not what you preach, it's what you tolerate. So if you are tolerating subpar performance, well, you're not a next level leader. Here's a third one. I call it buy-in. A leader must be a true believer in the mission and vision. Leaders, as you watch this, if you don't have clarity on your mission and your vision, or if you do have clarity, but you really don't buy into it, you really don't believe in your mission and vision, then you're really not going to get to the next level and you'll never win the war within as a leader. Here's how they say it in the book. When a leader's confidence breaks, those who are supposed to follow him or her see this and begin to question their own belief in the mission. You know, belief, buy-in, really does work like osmosis. If you have it, then it will be infectious and other people will have it. And if you don't buy in, if you aren't willing to sacrifice for the mission, then no one will. Here's the last one, and I call it humility. The authors say it like this. Ego clouds and disrupts everything. Maybe you've seen it in some of the people at your work, on your team, or maybe you've even seen it in your own life, that your own ego has clouded and disrupted everything, that maybe you've put your own needs and wants above that of the team. Back to the book. When ego clouds our judgment and prevents us from seeing the world as it is, then ego becomes destructive. That's when we make excuses. That's when we work to cover our own butts. That's when we promote our own personal agendas or what we want above the team. And so humility is at the core of every next level leader. So these are the first four principles, and these are all the principles that will help you to win the war within as a leader before you can really start looking outward and helping other people to get there as well.